let me start by saying I love this car. I've taken real good care of it. It's taken real good care of me. And I hate to get rid of it. And I'll show you why. Me personally have to get rid of it. And it's this right here. This right here. It presses on my sciatic nerve. I've had back problems pretty much my entire adult life. And having that press on my sciatic nerve does not help any. So that's pretty much the main reason. I've tried sitting on a pillow or a towel, and unfortunately it makes my head hit the roof. I am 6'3", so I kind of want to show you guys what the mileage is at. You can see that. So considering it's a 2016, it doesn't have very many miles on it. And I am the first and only owner. I got it in February of 2017. And it had 280 miles on it. And the only reason why it had 280 miles on it is because they had to drive it from St. Louis. I'm love to be able to sell it with all the equipment in it, with the exception of the highs. The mids, which are in the door right there, and the tweeters, mids, mid bass, and get over here and you can see the tweeter. I'm keeping those, as well as this amplifier. There is a sound processor behind here. It's a DB drive. Anyway, that's technicality stuff. We don't need to worry about that, but I'm more than willing to part with that. I'd like to be able to get 15,000 with the sound system, with the exception of the highs, of course. The whole thing has been sound deadened, and you can tell there, with the and here's the front fender. I don't know if you can hear the difference. That hasn't been sound deadened, but right there, the roof, it's all been sound deadened. Side doors. Anyway. Just got done washing it, and if you can't tell, it's beaten up pretty doggone good, considering it's a 2016. Of course, I got it in 2017, beginning of 2017, but I'm going to dry it off and then give a better tour. I'm going to do a quick walk around and kind of show just the little, things that happen to a car through the years. I do have a tow hook on there. There's a little spot. I don't think you can even tell on the camera. Yeah, it's right there. Little spot. The sides look good. Over here, really nothing too awful wrong with it. There's a couple little, like right here, and then here and here. I tried to touch those up. Not the best job in the world. I have no idea where this came from. There's a little scratch right there. And then I know there's a door ding on here. It's really hard to see. There it is. It's right there. Right above my finger. There, you can see it. I think that's about it for the exterior. One of the tires, I when I first got it, here it is. When I first got it, you can see I accidentally hit a curb, but it's not bad. You can barely tell. Anyway, so that's the exterior. You have to look really closely. There's some little rock chips, you know, those are just bound to happen though with a car. I'm trying to look to see if there are any other ones. There really aren't too many awful ones. Looks like there's something right there. But like I said, you know, earlier, you know, it beads up because I've always waxed it, always kept a layer of wax on it, so it's always in good shape. So it shouldn't rust out as long as you keep wax on it and whatnot. Of course, you know, I'm not the most handy man in the world, so somebody's really good at touching up, they could easily touch those up. All right. I almost forgot, there was this. I can't remember what it was. I ran over, but it peeled off part of the interior here. I'm not even sure what you would call it. You can tell where it came off. It doesn't affect the driving of it at all. And it's attached back up. Just threw a couple screws in it. Okay, we're on the interior now. Just so you know, it is a telescopic and height adjustable steering wheel. You can see you can control the radio. There's your cruise control. It does have the different delay and stuff on the windshield wipers and daytime running lights for the front. These A-pillars that I've done, they are over the original A-pillars, so if you weren't going to have front speakers, you'll have to replace them. Replace the whole A-pillar. Some of the imperfections, there's a scratch. That one hurt. There's some, if you get nitpicky, you can see there's some little marks along here, and that's just from trying to pull the radio faceplate off, unfortunately. But from a distance, you don't see it at all. It is the factory head unit, but I do have a sound processor to change that. And don't make fun of my pants, but I'm 6'3", and I've got plenty of leg room. The seat is all the way back. I normally don't drive with it all the way back. Trying to think what else is going on up here. Nothing really bad in here. Gosh, it's not focusing. Pull that out. The center console, I do have a voltage meter hooked up. It's not running right now, but that, and it also turns on a light back here. I don't know if you can tell, but that's that. Over on the passenger side now, you can see my legs are straight and it's fine. Plenty of room. So that's the legroom situation. We'll hop out. We'll look at the back here. Oh, let me slide this seat forward. I'll show this first. Whoops. It's water soluble. I'm sure I could get that off if I just scrubbed it. I just haven't taken the time to do it. The battery bank, it just lifts up. I actually use this to set my golf clubs on. So it's a perfect platform for that if you play golf. trying to think what else would people want to see in here. You see the fuse holders. Those are for the dual inputs for this amplifier. I made this, so that's why it's kind of janky looking, but it worked. I do have all the original panels that go in here, so that's something you don't have to worry about. Back here, you can see that the panels are missing from around this. I do have them. If somebody's a little more handy than me, they could probably make them work. I can't get them back on there. I was working on framing this out, this stuff right here, so you couldn't see that. So if somebody wanted to keep it, I actually have what I've been working on, and in fact it even covers this bottom part. But I got all those cut out, and actually I have them sitting in the garage. That's this right there. This is that back piece. There's that back piece. Doesn't look too bad, but I mean, it'd need to be carpeted and stuff, and it actually closes just fine. Doesn't touch it. Let me pop the hood. Okay, this alternator right there is aftermarket. It is a 280 amp alternator. I've got an engine ground right there. This is all 2-aught wire, in case you're wondering. Fuse right there. I've got a second ground over here, and then I've got a fuse there, aside from the fuses going to the actual amp in the back. So that's that. Okay, even with all the weight in the back, that's what I'm getting right now for the average miles per gallon. So that's that. You can see my screensaver I have for the radio. But I think that's about it. If you have any questions, just put it in the comments section, and I'll try to answer any questions you have. Thanks.